Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. Last episode was almost entirely Atreus. He dream walked into Jotunheim, went to the Iron Forest, met a girl, learned about what part of what Loki is supposed to be. I have my theories about that. And was told that there was no, and he also learned what his father learned at the end of the last game, that Kratos will die in his fight against Thor. And that somehow Odin will convince him to join his side. So after all that, we helped the girl giant, I already forgot her name. It's close to amoeba. Boba? Well, Bo. We helped her try to help her grandmother move past grief. We got back here, fought some ice walkers, dead walkers, I forgot, draugrs. And Freya showed up. Here she is, angry vengeance lady. Showed up in her Valkyrie form and we fought her. So now we're about to go to Vanaheim and try to break the curse on her body that prevents her from traveling the realms. So, if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Alright. Do we have a seed for Vanaheim? Oh.
Ain't going nowhere without this. Where would you muckspouts even be without me?
All right.
What is it you expect to need Kratos for, Highness? Clearly you've been quite capable of breaking Odin's curses on your own.
The other curses grew weak from Fimbulwinter, but I still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map.
Yep.
Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beef-wit brother of yours.
Freya is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
Why are you so vulgar? But yeah, Freya showed up and really gave us a fight. She currently has a ward.
Of the binding curse. Its source is further in. Follow me.
Yeah, Freya has a ward on her that's keeping her from being pulled back.
And nearly as fragrant. Suppose Fimbulwinter's to blame. But if it helps these two find peace...
This is a temporary alliance, Mimir. Anything beyond that would require trust.
Oh, please. You know damn well Kratos isn't the true cause of your suffering.
You're both as much a part of my suffering as anyone.
That's gonna need more magic than we got on us.
All right.
Come on, let's find a way forward.
Also, we were able to upgrade Atreus' abilities. I got turned around.
Through here.
Oh no. Something's wrong. My spell, I can feel it slipping.
Well, that's Fimbulwinter for you.
You don't understand. I'll be torn from the realm.
What can be done?
Something I was hoping to avoid.
Stab?
Seems I don't have... Falky! Come on, then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time.
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel, and it solves very little. This form is extremely limiting.
So she's...
Hey, how's about a riddle to take your mind off?
I'm
What runs with no legs?
A river.
A nose. You'll have to try harder than that, bro.
The fuck is that?
You wait, smart guy. Ah, Farkle.
Watch where you're going. The plants are extra aggressive in this humidity. That looks interesting.
You don't got what it takes.
Oh, Brock can fight.
But don't that get the old juices flowing? Forgot how much I like it.
Oh, god damn it.
Where has everyone gone, I wonder?
They must have withdrawn, hidden themselves out in the wilds, and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over this place, huh?
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to end it.
A great success that was.
Yeah, it failed.
Obviously, the peace was no less a disaster than the marriage. Did he invade again as soon as I was exiled?
Most likely.
I recognize this market. Villages with meat and trade here. Why'd they never rebuild?
Because your brother was a bad leader? Just saying.
A market, huh? Looks like they sure left behind a lot of goodies.
Yeah, they did.
Like dust.
That's one way of looking at it.
Oh, poem.
Which is your favorite of Kvasir's poems, brother?
Why would I choose a favorite?
That a Greek thing? Is that because you like them all or that you hate them?
Hey, what are you waiting for? Come on!
You know what, guys? Most of this...
Bet this here would have made for a prime shop location.
Dwarves in Vanaheim? That would be something to see.
That's a pretty racist thing to say. Oh, God.
Show me what you got! Chew on this, you gaggle-eyed beast! Come here! Being here again's bringing back memories of that wedding. Fancy folks and quality meats. Though I remember your brother stirring up an awful scene.
Why do you keep bringing him up? My brother is no concern of yours. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand plenty.
All right. Yeah, we learned in Alpine that her brother was brokering peace, but he left before he could really cement it permanently because Odin invaded.
The plant life grows more dangerous the further we go. Hope you're up for it, Thor.
Listen, I know how bad it can get with one's own kin. Sindri and I were on the out so long it was like not having a brother at all. Now I take some of the fall for that on account of me walking out. But it never stopped me blaming him most. Any of this sound familiar so far?
And what is your point?
My point is, that weren't the end-all of things after all. Once we got our heads right, it was like no time had He went straight back to being as big a pain in my ass as he ever was. As family, you gotta keep them close. They make you good and crazy.
Why do you think I need to hear any of this right now? My focus is on regaining my freedom, and I have no intention of being distracted.
Look, all
I am is distraction.
You happen to find yourself talking to your brother. Maybe the worst words said between you don't have to be the last one said.
Enough! When the day comes to face Freya again, it will be when I am standing on my feet and free. Do you understand me? It will not be while I'm stuck in this preposterous situation.
Got a case of pride, I guess. Hope yours clears up quicker than mine did.
A touching story, that was. Why? You wish.
There you go. Ah, another apple. One more and my health gets stronger.
What did Odin do to drive everyone away? What weapons did he make the dwarves build him? How much was just Mjolnir? Can one man do this much damage?
Depends on the weapon and the man.
What'd you find? Sounds shiny.
Some honed metal. Can you work with that?
This river. It used to be filled with boats of people visiting from different villages. I've never seen it so empty.
What is this?
Not now, brother. We've got company.
One of them hairy-ass bastards! You don't got what it takes! Let's go!
Oh. Ew. Yeah. No, we can't do those yet. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, Kratos got a new rage ability. Valor instead of just Fury. So Spartan Valor. We also...
Even you want to keep your insides inside. Yeah! All yours, big guy. Your people not receiving visitors?
I wouldn't know. They're not my people anymore.
Just because you haven't been there.
Come on up. Bet you're glad old Brock's around to save your skin. Uh-oh. Shit!
We should probably go get him.
We probably should. Alright, let's go get him. Oh, it's a nice snare trap. Guard your neck.
Quiet.
What do we have here?
Oh,
wow,
Freya.
send another god to do his dirty work.
Thor too busy.
We do not serve Odin.
No? Picked a dangerous place for sightseeing then. All right.
Listen, this is a valiant effort, but you all will die if you fight this man.
Now, no need for threats, brother.
Oh, I know that voice. You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Aye. Oh, quite observant, brother.
Oh, no, you're no brother of mine. You sold my sister to that prick.
We brokered a peace.
Oh, did you now? Where is it? And where is my sister? Some dungeon in Asgard? Is she even alive?
Yes.
Answer me. I guess we'll settle for blood.
Stop!
You were gonna fight him with that? You were going to die.
Why do you speak in her voice?
It's me, Ingvi. There's no time to explain, just listen. These men are in my service. I'm here to reclaim what's been taken from me.
It's too late. You can't undo what's been done.
I can. I will. Now let them pass.
Freya was about to die.
So, you serve my sister. Oh. Don't we all? Put him down.
Freya's camp.
What's with leaving me hanging like that, you crusty hag?
Oh, can it, Blubber? Come here.
Well, found who I was looking for.
Oh,
Think
really?
I'm gonna stay and catch up.
Oh, are ya now?
Do as you wish.
Brother, you wouldn't mind? I'd have a word with Lord Freya.
All right. I was really hoping to fight the guy with the big sword.
Just setting up shop at my fort.
Hello, servant of Freya.
Do not speak to him. Shouldn't you be moving along now, stranger?
Wow,
Perhaps he can help. There's no reason to be unfriendly.
I
a
can think of
light
at least
elf and a
dozen.
dark elf.
Leave us. Tend to your bird.
Huh. You don't see that too often. Hey,
We wish this camp kept secret. Understood?
I will not compromise it.
No, we wouldn't dare.
now Brock, on the other hand, he's probably going to spread the word like wildfire.
Sorry, we got off on the wrong foot there, stranger. We're pretty used to only seeing Aesir in these parts. Don't typically get friendly faces. That is a friendly face, right?
His name is Kratos, and no, the Aesir are in Vanaheim.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use here. If my counsel is welcome.
Oh, I'll take what I can get.
Your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
All right.
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up. She's not too big on forgiveness.
Bit late for that one, I'm afraid.
All right, let's continue on.
Now that the distractions are out of the way,
I have words if you would hear them.
speak then.
With anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by two gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freya for mere moments, and already you're taking his side?
I am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about.
Did I end up going the right way? Dagnabbit. You know what? I'll just explore between episodes. What?
Ancient.
Oh, we haven't fought one of these in a while.
Grab what it dropped and throw it.
It's been a while since I fought one of these.
You fought them before, haven't you?
Yes. They never get any easier. Chaos Flame. Yes, the power of chaos.
I know what you're doing. Trying to play on my sympathies in the hope I let you live.
I am only trying to help. The mistakes of the past need not be repeated.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own. Thanks.
You have not made even a small portion on the level of the mistakes Kratos has made. That's bad. How do we get there? I'll say it. Her mistakes are cute compared to Kratos. Oh, just a bunch of dogs. Bad dog. Oh, I can't get up there yet. I'm gonna get that ability. I didn't miss anything.
Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
I
Before Atreus?
shouldn't laugh at it.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Tell her.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
Tell her. You got tricked by a god, killed her, and the reason your skin is ashy as all hell is because it hurts. Oh, a turtle. I always get distracted by turtles in real life and in fantasy. The fuck was that? You know what? God damn it. Yeah, because once I... Oh, motherfucker. Where? Who? Why? Oh, you. No, you. Yeah, I was about to say, I once swam into open water, ocean. No, it was the sound. I once swam into open water chasing a turtle. Hello?
So they do occupy Vanaheim, as I feared. Remember, it won't do any good to attack while their shields are up.
I love that one. Where'd you go? Oh, that's new. Oh, is that on our side?
AC are right. These are formidable creatures, very territorial too. Good luck.
Well, I shouldn't. I could have. Oh, my God. So look out for stumps.
We need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
All right.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughter's. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya, but it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see.
Just how Kratos is. Goddamn plants.
You hear that? Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable! They will not let you pass unless you destroy them all!
All right, new enemy, Noken.
My village. I hardly recognize it. I used to play hide and seek with Freya in the crops. We'd spend afternoons stealing honeycomb from the Grand Hall. At harvest time, we'd dance and feast until the sun rose. It was so simple. Why did I have to come back here? Be reminded of all this. The Grand Hall. It's in ruin.
May Freya never waver.
The other half is missing. May she protect us always. An old adage, if you will.
Well.
You can get through over here.
Oh, over there. Okay. Just looking for treasure.
I hear them inside. Get ready to clear them out.
Okay.
It wasn't enough what Odin did to me. He's desecrated every memory I have of home.
Be glad you have a home to remember fondly. In Sparta, we were taken from our homes as children and raised in the Agogi. We marched or we drowned, fought for scraps or starved. Our elders beat us till we could not stand. At night, we made our way home, alone, or were food for wolves. That is how Spartans are made.
Yeah, pretty brutal. God damn. Am I missing anything? Anything at all? All right, let's keep going. Huh. He's not here.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn poles we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago.
Oh.
Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns, the fates of these lands.
That's right. You defy prophecy at your own peril.
Well, Kratos beat the fates in his land because he killed them.
Atreus would agree with you about prophecy. He rushes blindly to a fate the giants foretold. Disappears for 2 days, trying to prove he is their champion. Fabled to fight at Ragnarok.
What? I know all the Ragnarok prophecies. There's no champion of the giants.
It is one glow concealed. Because of this champion, the realms are saved at Ragnarok. Only Asgard falls, and Odin with it.
So all this time, Odin's obsession with every detail of Ragnarok, he's been missing a crucial piece. Huh.
Atreus will not be a pawn of prophecy.
You still stand against fate, even with victory foretold.
I will not march my son to war. He is no Spartan. I would keep it that way.
You would speak to me of protecting a child? Is my tragedy not enough of a lesson? Fighting fate is a waste of the precious time we're given to spend with them. You never know when someone will come along and cut it short.
The hell is that? We're really high up. Ooh.
Can you swing that torch to the other side and burn the bramble blocking your path? Let's cross the bridge now. How can you, of anyone alive, be squeamish about war? After all the gods you've killed.
I have seen enough war to know the cost.
And I don't. After the price I paid. Look around you, Kratos. See what happens when we don't fight truly.
You should really explain to her what happened to your realm. War between gods does not end well for anyone involved. Hell, if she saw half the shit he did to win that war. Oh, what is this?
That's one of Odin's captains. Be ready.
Oh, come on. I moved back enough. Alright, that time I just straight up whooped its ass. Are you not entertained? Oh. I like this new ability.
Ragnarok will not bring back what you have lost, any more than killing me.
I am reaching my limit for enlightened platitudes from you today. Can you please just shut up and kill things?
Fine.
Let's go.
Hey, unlike you, I have to supply myself with items so I can upgrade my weapons to fight better. We can't all turn to birds and just watch others fight our battles. Huh.
Do not tell me to kill again.
What?
I killed to protect my son, to aid my friends. But I will be no one's monster. Never again.
You don't get to make that choice. Not with the debt you owe me.
I am not here for debts. I would always have helped you.
So much has been taken from me, and I'm just supposed to let it all go?
No.
Enough.
Where are you, buddy? No, can't do that yet. Not a Valkyrie fight.
There. I feel the source of the magic keeping me in Midgard.
What is this place?
My home. I was born here. Hold on. Something's not right.
We're about to get dragged out.
Opin Bera. World tree roots bound in Odin's damn knots. That's how he did it.
Oh god, what the fuck? No.
Nico!
The creature! It belongs to Odin?
No! It protects Yggdrasil's roots wherever they are. The bastard was counting on it. Good! Keep at it! I need to get to those roots. You have its attention now. Don't lose it. That's it. Don't relent. Drag it out. Don't let it hide
All right, need hold.
Your shield! It's still in the way! I need to get to those roots!
I know!
Oh wow, Needhog kicked my ass.
I have it!
In that case,
Hurry!
finally!
Don't we still need Needhog?
You are free!
In Vanaheim, yes. But there are more roots. She will guard them with her life.
blocking it wasn't the plan.
Yes, be ready for anything.
Wasn't ready for that one.
I shot a sigil into its stomach. You know what to do. That's in it. It's going back in.
We will not let it.
I have to break his hold on me, and you are in the way. That's the ripple.
Oh. Yeah, we're destroying the natural balance of another realm, however you put it. Are you free? Huh, her full godly powers are back.
Is it done?
It's over. It's really over.
Huh.
And now that you have what you seek,
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you,
No.
or I kill you.
have you decided?
How's this gonna go?
To be honest, I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry. And it'll always be.
Yep.
It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see that. Look. Everything that's happened between us.
No need to explain. Not to me.
Yeah. He destroyed Greece. Just one more stab for the road.
I do not regret saving your life, and never will. But the choice between life and death should have been yours to make. I should not have robbed you of that choice.
This is touching. Oh, fuck. I thought I stopped recording. Amulet.
Now that I am myself again, I suppose it's time to face my brother.
And after that,
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a choice. Let me live with that for a moment.
That's fine.
We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your blades into the glowing vines and light it.
your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was, leaving the responsibilities of leadership to me.
Yeah. sigil arrows.
Alpha! Behind you, Kratos! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Bifrost, at your back!
Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have.
Sure.
It's not as though I want to be angry with Freya. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poison. I think we'll need to adjust our strategy since there's more than one. Let's try using a sigil. Well done.
Hopefully Atreus gets that ability soon. I like that stuff.
Are wind, powerful manifestations of runic magic.
Cool.
Could I ever think of this place as home again? After all that's happened.
All right. Oh, this might get bad.
Wait. Skull and Hati are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look. The sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to.
Yeah.
The Eastern migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done. Maybe that goes for Freya, too.
I don't like that.
You won't be able to damage it without destroying the mother. It's a large bulbous thing. You can't miss it.
Cool. That worked out. Let's see more secrets over here.
What is this?
I don't know. But giants definitely crafted it. There's 2 wolves represented here. Perhaps a connection to our friends in the sky. A mystery for another time.
Oh, cool. So there will be backtracking through some of the realms.
My sigils can break through their shields. They're defenseless now. Enemy behind you, Kratos! Enemies on the Enemies to your left!
Oh. That's the way forward. Right here.
So much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
But we fought together in the end.
Now how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Okay. I got it that time.
This can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly.
It took a couple tries.
Kratos!
Behind me.
The wind! It's creating more! Alpha! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Alka!
Ah.
All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
Hot damn. Yeah, pretty much. He has been spent the last 4 years for preparing Atreus for the fact that Kratos will die. Hell was that? Oh.
Watch for the plants. They like me, but strangers not so much.
I see that.
Well, ambush. Really? No one?
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Well, we could do what we did in Greece and kill the Fates.
As I ever will be.
Kill the Fates. That way, destiny is no longer written in stone.
No. It really is you. You returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne. We'll rebuild. Me and you against the world. Huh? Just like the old days.
I'm not staying.
I don't understand. You're here. Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, You still can't let go of that old fight.
It was my duty to save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please.
Say the words. I'm sorry.
I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes with those last awful words I said to you. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
Don't ruin this, Brock.
And I, you, Ingvi. But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you.
He still doesn't like you.
Got a few things to square with y'all. First is you collecting your spare heads.
Awesome.
Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Huh.
All right, then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Unless you want me to fix anything up first.
Yeah, actually I do.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
I'm gonna meet our new allies first.
Suppose that big fella we're traveling with might want to help me with a thing.
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's in the mood to make.
Right?
What is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river Delta. Once Odin's army came to town, I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bottom ablaze.
Okay.
So frazzled, I accidentally left behind a few irreplaceables.
What? Irreplaceables?
Well, just one, really. An orb. I'd be mighty grateful if you would find it.
What is it?
And if you come across any of my old, beautifully rusted armor pieces, I'll use the scrap to whip up something specially suited just for you.
What is the orb?
Just bring it back here and you'll make me happy as a sunbeam.
What is the orb?
Oh, and don't forget to keep an eye out for my old armor. I'll fix it up for you, free of charge.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do not know.
All right.
Should we ask him?
Don't be rude.
Your alliance is unusual.
I think what Kratos is trying to say is he's never seen a light elf and dark elf work together. It's a welcome sight.
Hopefully one day, a common one. Mimir tells me you're something of an adventurer.
Somewhat.
Should you ever find your way to the Forbidden Sands in Alfheim,
Contested territory. Past the Barrens.
there are rumors of a sanctum, and artifacts our elders don't want us to see. Anything that sheds light on our suppressed history would benefit all of Alfheim.
Uncovering secret history? Sounds like my kind of adventure.
Knowledge of the elves' common ancestry is what brought us together. Stories of Alfheim before the division of light and dark. It's very taboo.
Didn't stop you from spreading word of it. Which is how you ended up in prison.
Where she and I met. As enemies, naturally, but escaped as friends. More than friends.
Oh,
You can
wow.
stop
What?
talking.
Okay. Good luck out there.
Anything from you, big guy? No.
If I may ask, do you miss Alfheim?
You mean, do I miss the light?
Hey. I'm glad it worked. Whatever you helped her do out there. I'm still not sure I totally get you, or what your deal is, but as long as you have her back, I'll have yours.
Or tell jokes, or open your eyes to new things. It makes you run in place. The more I am away from it, the more I see it for what it really is. And I don't need it anymore.
I appreciate your candor. Is someone going to ask me if I miss the light? Of course. How rude of me.
In their defense, love, you are usually not the most talkative.
I will speak. From birth, we are taught the light is everything. The elders say it is why we fight. But all of that, it's shit. I am more than the Hive, more than a soldier. Light elves, dark elves, all elves are the same. Stubborn, brainless as moths, blinded by their light. I know better now. I looked into the shadows, and there I found my people. My home. There. That is all I have to say. You can go away. Thank you for sharing.
Huh.
An old Vanaheim lullaby. Done exploring, Kratos? I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
All right.
You two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same
Okay.
roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you.
Wait.
Either of you. You have my word.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna upgrade her Valkyrie abilities. So we can use these with
This
Freya.
lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it. Bruna. Go ahead, carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. Suna.
Lovely! Working together is already opening doors for us.
You.
Is he always making puns like that?
Yes.
We're blocked by more vines. Remember what to do? There's a fallen log in the river. It has something on it I don't recognize. We're clear. So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserved for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Barely. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling.
Yep.
Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log in the river. Good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully right some old wrongs.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna do some side quests, and I will see you guys once I am finished. I will see you soon. Alright guys, I think I did everything I could in Vanaheim. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
This crest. It's mine.
So we're leaving. Real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. It's been a while.
Well, brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
Yeah. The traders really can't tell him the truth.
Can you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one?
Thank me now and eternally.
Well, looky there. Glad you could make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow, but then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figured...
Hello! Good to see the chimes
So,
working.
this whole spectral squirrel business, you can shoot out your feelings into little ghosties.
I suppose that is a slightly inelegant way of putting it.
Yes.
These spectral versions of myself are aspects of my personality that I often find distracting at best. My ability not only lets me cast them away and provide some temporary peace of mind, it also allows me to see what goes on outside the tree.
Why not just go look yourself?
As the eternal caretaker
Oh,
of
so
the
that's how
tree,
Odin
I may
does
not
it.
leave its confines. All part of a deal, but worth it for the immortality and such. My spectral forms still allow me to see the outside world, albeit through slightly colorful viewpoints.
That's one word for it. That bitter form of yours is a nasty piece
Bitter.
of work.
I'm standing right here, you no-neck freak.
I'd apologize for him, but where would it end?
Is this bitter? You're my new best
Please
friend.
come back anytime.
Talks to squirrels now, huh?
Oh well. You know what, guys? I'm gonna end this episode here. Before we talk to Atreus and continue on with the story, I'm gonna leave it here. So we went through Vanaheim. We freed Freya of her final curse, and I did some things in Alfheim.
Hey, you see, we're waiting for you, right?
Yeah, I do. Which led to where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so the Hafgafa. So I went to Vanaheim. I freed another Hafgafa, and they does it say here? Yeah, so there was a second Hafgafa. I went there, let it loose. The one we released earlier, and they kind of sacrificed themselves so that they could give more offspring. It's all right here. So if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. I have a link to the playlist for this series and other games I played on my channel. Tell me in the comment section what you think about Freya and Freya, how they dealt with their lives. Also, did I leave it in? No, I didn't. Just pretty much tell me how you feel about Freya's situation. We kind of made up with her. And also our fight against Nihulk. I hope that doesn't have some world-ending ramifications, but she has a lot of kids, so it should be fine. So, if you made this far in the video, Pride thanks you, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.